Guys, welcome back to another battle report. I've got a few battle reports lined up at the moment. I've just been really busy. One with work and two with trying to get miniatures prepared for the Hastings battle report. I've got coming up in 2 weekends time, so that's nearly upon us. It's a 3v3 saga battle report set on Stamford Bridge and for Hastings. But for now, I've got a bit of Star Wars. So on to what I've got on my list. I'm using Cat Scarlet again. I really like her. Her ability to just have one more firepower in the auxiliary arc generally means if I can combine that with a few other items, I can knock out quite a bit. And here I've got the K4 security droid, which allows any green maneuvers I get on automatic lock on, which is always nice. Which means I can then use the action expose, which basically allows me to drop an agility for a turn, which increases my firepower by 1. So at close range and in the rear arc, I think I can generate 6 dice, which ain't bad. And then I've got my Y-Wing. It's just got an auto turret. I would prefer a different type of turret. These are very basic turrets and it's only got range 1, which is slightly annoying. Eventually I will buy a Y-Wing and try and increase the firepower of this chap. Next on I have... I can't read these. I've got a very small image I'm looking at. I think it's called Shaluk or Nidru Shaluk or something. He's basically a chap who increases firepower when not within range 1 or 2 of a friendly, and with that I combine it with Opportunist again just to increase the firepower, so you can get firepower 4 on a person that doesn't have either an evade or a focus token on the ship, which isn't bad for the cost of the ship. And then I just got a pirate just to add in there. So on to my opponent, and he is also using a Scum and Villainy list, and he is out with Bosk. Again, I've got a small image here, so I can't see everything here. Hopefully you can. Basically, he's got a Houndstooth with the Houndstooth title. I can't remember what they call it, YV something. He's got Outlaw Tech, which I believe gives him a focus token if he performs a red maneuver. He's also got K4 security droid. He's got if he bumps anyone, it suffers from an ion blast. He's then got the Virago, which I believe has the bodyguard rule, and then again he's got Nidru Shaluk as well, because he's using a Scum list as well. So here's the setup. As you can see, we're playing on a 3x4 board, but there is if you look on the left hand side, a row of stars, and that indicates a 3x3. So where all these cards are set up is where is not the playable area. We set up, as you see, again, we've both put our Shaluk characters out on the wings, because obviously they get better the further away from the enemy. And other than that, I've grouped all mine together. My initial plan is to move forwards with my Y-Wing and my Headhunter and just engage Bosk at close range, try and get as much damage on him as I can, and then use Cat Scarlet to finish him off. So as I see here, this is as I said, what I was planning to do. This is what I do. I'm going to try and get Cat Scarlet to run up the flank and get in behind the Houndstooth. While on the left side, I'm just jousting with my opponent's Headhunter. Hopefully I should come off better. I will have an increased firepower, though he does have Lone Wolf on his from memory. So we do some more manoeuvres for the next round. And this round there'll be some fire taking part, and as you can see, I called it badly with the fire spray there. I've now positioned Cat Scarlet well out of the way. I should have turned her in leftwards, but I thought the Houndstooth might swing across and try and catch my fire spray out in the open. So yes, I'm going to have to bring her into the fight pretty quick. So as we start opening fire, my Birium Pirate, the Headhunter there, managed to soak up the firepower from both the Houndstooth and the Star Viper there, and I managed to put all my fire into the Houndstooth, and I did a good lot of damage to him. I removed a few shields there. So over on the left flank are little jousting Headhunters there. As you see, I've got a stress token because I used the Opportunist ability, because he didn't get around to playing his focus or what's the other one? The evade token. So I opened fire on him and removed his shields and definitely got the better of this one, and he did either 1 shield damage or no shield damage to me. So in the next turn we move as you see here. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I think my fire spray might have ended up on a asteroid here, and didn't take any damage though. My Y-Wing did a K turn to get on the Houndstooth's tail and start chasing him, while my headhunter on the right hand side, just try to get out of trouble. He's taking a fair bit of damage from both the Bosk ship and the Star Viper there. On the left hand side, I start moving my other headhunter in just to help support the centre there while his headhunter's out of the way. So, in the next turn, it looks as you can see here, my fire spray swings round, my Y-wing is trying to chase the Bosk ship, my headhunter on the right hand side is just trying to get out of everyone's fire arc because he's pretty well damaged now. My other headhunter, which is the top one of the two of the headhunters on the left hand side here, is just trying to come back into the fight. Unfortunately here, Bosk managed to get in arc. He's got a front 180 arc, so he's got an auxiliary arc on his ship as well, and managed to see the headhunter and finish off his remaining one hull. Here the Star Viper got nicely in behind my fire spray, but lucky for me I had played the expose, and the action gave me, so I've got 3 basic dice, I've exposed for 4, I've got my Cast Scarlet ability for 5, I'm at close range, so I've got 6 dice here for the chance of damaging this Star Viper, and fire away I do, but don't wipe it out. Okay, next round, things are starting looking a bit bad for me. My Y-wing is well out of position, my other headhunter, he's now the one behind, believe it or not. He managed to bump the other one, so that was my target gone out the window. My fire spray also was bumped by the the Star Viper, which means I couldn't fire at him and finish him off. And now Bosk ship's in behind everything as well, so I'm not in a great position right now. So everything fires at my fire spray, removes my shields, and then manages to cause 4 damage, including 2 criticals. So as you can see here, I'm in a pretty bad position right now. My fire spray has now got pilot skill of 0, and everyone has got a nice rear arc shot at him, 3 of his ships. My Y-wing is well out of arc here, and my other headhunter is in an okay position but can easily now be taken out by Bosk. And oh yep, with that firepower, I think Bosk put to it, he got 2 critical hits against me and wiped out my my remaining fire sprays damage. And in response, my headhunter managed to take out his Star Viper. And in the next turn, things are looking like this. I believe my headhunter is the one in the crap position. My opponent called it very well, and I ended up with my headhunter well out of position. And yep, with the combined firepower of both here, my opponent's headhunter and the Houndstooth, that took out my Z95. So I now try and desperately manoeuvre into a position where I can fire upon his ships. At the moment I've got my turret, and if my turret can fire, I should be able to take down his Z95. And finally, we end up looking something like this. I failed to take down his Z95, and now he's just in a position where he can keep shooting me, and he eventually takes out my Y-wing. A really good game, enjoyed it. As much as I like Cast Scarlet, my inability of, or my over keenness of trying to get everyone in the rear fire arc to get that extra firepower, seems to mean I'm putting the fire spray in a ridiculous position, and it's definitely not worth doing. I've got another battle report coming up. I'm going to try out a fire spray torpedo boat to see how that works, and see what happens there. And I've also got a Kings of War battle report coming up shortly.
Hey guys, I'm starting to get some of the prizes ready for the next giveaway. To find out more about the giveaway, check out my last video about the winners and that. You should find something there. What you're going to have to do and how many subscribers I need. So at the moment I've got the Saga rulebook with all 4 battle boards, some Viking dice, and some President Cross Christian faction dice. Okay guys, cheers.
Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. That works.